we'll start out right here and just show you some gear, so you guys that are here for the gear, you can get on with your night. Alpine toiletry bags, pink toiletry bags, multicam black, woodland, red black, ghost, toxic green, yellow, toiletry bags. We have a lot of other colors too. These are just the few that were finished up later today. Boot bags, Raid Royal Blue, asp pouches. These are PALS Fastex 26-inch. These are ARGB pouches. That is a very wide body knife that Strider made. It's a big, this is a 2-inch wide pouch. These will hold really big folders. They'll hold anything else of that size. You could put a pistol mag in here too, though you don't need something that big, but it would do dual purpose. Dual pistol mags, belt, Velcro, OD. We have running right now woodland and multicam black. Lever gun rigs are running. They're out here. Finish up tomorrow. A few belts from today. These are what the cards look like for those. They are wrapped cards. Out here on the floor, I've got 3-mag shingles, multicam black. These will hold AK or M4. They are Velcro lined. I don't know if you can see that on the screen there. Velcro lined. And they also have bungee retention, so Velcro or bungee retention. TIFF blue pelter wraps running right there. What are these? Pocket organizers. These are going to be Highlander with orange thread. These here are some kind of H harnesses. Multicam black day packs are out here in motion. Those will finish up probably tomorrow. These are FUPA XLs, multicam black FUPA XLs. Also FUPA XLs over here. These are lever gun chest rigs. Here's some well underway. We are putting the dangler attachments on those. Multicam black day packs out here are running. The last of the woodland day packs finished up. There are a few, many of those will get boxed up and shipped tomorrow. What else was done up today? Bunch of the peach day pouches. We've got some more of the cookie day pouches got done, so those will ship a few orders out. We batch up and run a bulk of those things, and that ships out the orders the next day. And then as we finish up orders that get that item, then we'll do another batch of them as needed. AKM4 micros in woodland and multicam black. Woodland day packs. These are the side pouches that lace onto them. They are not laced on properly, but you get the idea right there what those look like. They'll lace up much tighter. Shotgun micro rig, multicam black, gray subguns, AKM4 micros in Coyote, subguns in Coyote and multicam, and multicam black, stacked micros in Coyote. I have XL FUPAs in woodland, standard FUPAs in woodland, and I have danglers in woodland. Small Coyote clothes bags. These are all mediums. We've been running a lot of clothes bags. You can see the stuff pretty full in there. Smalls up there. Other toiletry bags, if you want different toiletry bags to denote different things. 5 toiletry bags fit perfectly in a medium clothes bag. Tool pods. A lot of tool pod options. Voodoo, what up? Shivo, what's up? Toy Town. So going to Red Barn, that place with gossip. How are you going? You've never been here. How are you going to go there? They're like 30 minutes from us. Anytime you're going to be there, just let us know. President, what up? Landfill, Hosfeld, Warlike, Strother, what's going on? Chase, Yeah, I was building your wallet, buddy. Scott Taylor, what's up? Brawl Dog. Alan V. Shane, what's up? Papa Mike. I saw a lot of people talking to somebody, but I don't see that person here. Let's switch to live chat. Witherspoon, what's up? Are we going to be at the 10-mile yard sale? Isn't it like it's a 30-mile yard sale, right? And what I usually don't go, man. We actually avoid it like the plague. Unfortunately, it happens during business hours. So us getting out of here, it's damn near impossible. Easy K, what's up? Joseph Frazier, what's going on? Piles of Brass, what's up? Chef Angry, are you going to be there? Just noticed the video was just cool to watch you build. Right on, Chase. Detroit, what's up? Want to come down? I'm coming down on a Friday. Yeah, I won't be able to drag you around, man. Friday's our busiest day. Friday sets the whole entire pace for Monday. We do a ton of shit here Friday, so that I can do whatever I want on Saturday. Looking forward to a new SOE wallet. Old one is perfect condition after 6 years. Hey, Risky, what's up, man? What color did you order, man? What kind of wallet was it? Gary, what's up, man? Talking about the one just south of Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I live here. Oh, got it. No, I won't be there. If you go to that, Fleur de Flea, which is a badass shop, awesome shop there in the Chattanooga area. Is it Chattanooga? No, Fleur de Flea is not Chattanooga. It's in Kentucky. Multicam Black Micro Wallet. Got it. Tom Roberts, what's up? Herb, what's going on, man? We recorded, I don't know, I bet we're 2.5 hours on the podcast today. Man, Scully went off. I'm suspecting that when we load it to YouTube, they're going to pull it down. So it'll probably load to another server and then go up to Patreon. So be prepared for that. A lot of stuff was said, a lot of stuff discussed about what he believes will be the future here very soon, within the next few weeks even. So very interesting to hear his perspective on that. And that'll be going up on Patreon probably. Regular lives are awesome. The fact that these numbers aren't higher is out. Risky, what's up, man? Well, you know the deal. Every night people get on here and they're like, man, I couldn't even find this video. They do not like the things we say. Yeah, Dirty James is in Chattanooga. The Refinery is in Chattanooga. That's a great one too. Buddy's wedding next month in Tennessee. That's the odds I can stop to the compound and get a pic. Chase, on the weekend? Probably not, man. If you come in here Monday through Friday, yeah, absolutely. Can you access Pulling the Thread on Patreon? No, you can't. No, you can't. We do it on purpose, guys. You got to join both of them. One's $10, one's $5. There's different things. We did probably a 90-minute video for Patreon alone today. We do giveaways on there as well. I know, it's pain in the ass. I get it, totally. Yeah, McConnell, I saw that, man. And they just can't admit it. I think you're going to see a lot of Congress expire very soon. Travis, what's up, man? Does the rocket stove guy have a website? Instagram, buddy. Instagram. Forever Stoves. What happened to the thumbs up button? Oh, I have no idea. Accelerated, what's up? Tag, what's up, man? Life done free. Pseudo seizure is what it appears. Yeah, he's not. I mean, he's over 80 years old, right? Pelosi. I mean, just look at all of them. They are held together, bound together just by chemicals, and I mean, probably Satanism as well. I mean, there's probably some evil there. What's the Patreon? SOE Tactical Gear. ForeverStoves.com. Guys, you should be on Instagram anyways. You should be on his Instagram. He puts posts up every day, multiple posts. Just go watch some of his shorts. They're 10 seconds, if that. He starts off with the raw, puts it in the pan, shows how he sears it or preps it, switches to another pan, and then shows a complete meal. Adrenochrome and hate, exactly, man. Thumbs up, work when you hit it. General Flynn, yeah, I watched it, man. I was watching it live right before we rolled into it. We actually talked about General Flynn and some of the things that he discussed with Bet David. We talked about that several times on the podcast we recorded today. Covering up fire, we talked about that. That's probably what's going to get us banned. We discussed that. Scully's belief is they're remaining so quiet about it because China actually did it. How about the same things happening right now in Canada? Like there was the exact same thing happened this morning in Canada. I believe it was in northern Quebec. I don't know, man. I don't know. It was Canada. Herb Halstead noticed subscribers of a knife channel I follow commented about missing thumbs. Weird. What is adrenochrome? So it sounds far. I'm going to have you Google adrenochrome. Like just type in adrenochrome into YouTube. And then as far-fetched as it sounds and whatever you see saying that it's a conspiracy theory, then ask yourself why there's a patent for it. Why are there patents for it? It is said that they torture children and then they extract the blood from the children. Like torture, like peeling the skin off. Like extreme fear releases adrenochrome, and they use it as an elixir, kind of a youth elixir. Tool Cove, what up? They also test it as a clotting agent. Interesting. Iridium, there's supposed to be a bunch of more fires, very much like the Maui fires today in northern Canada. Can you confirm that? I saw a bunch of shorts this morning about it, TikTok and Instagram shorts. There were quite a few things going around about it. Aleister Crowley, highly possible. What relation does Aleister Crowley have to the Bushes? Do you know that? I thought adrenochrome was adrenaline with oxidizer. Rally Wolf, I don't know. Clear it up for us. Tell us what it is. Somos, it's all bullshit. What's part? What's all bullshit? Everything? Fires in Greece and Turkey. The blue stuff is mind-blowing. Plastic, right? Somebody that works in a construction supply warehouse today sent me a bunch of texts that had come through about blue roofing being suspended, and they are changing the color of the blue roofing, this certain color of blue roofing. So make sure that you package them separately. Did we ever make large flat packs? We make a 4, 5, and a 6. In the north part I'm in, we are socked in with smoke and ash, but I'm not on the west side. Adrenochrome, they used it on rabbits. Cobalt blue. Let me see if I can find that. Due to issues with manufacturing, the color Pacific Blue Ceramic Teed has had to switch suppliers. They are asking that the new Pacific Blue not be mixed with the old. Boxes will be stickered for the first 90 days. highlighting the rolling change. This do not mix policy does not affect accessories, only panels and soffit. Probably has nothing to do with anything. Reality is weirder than any fiction. Yeah, it does seem that way. I mean, just look at it. I mean, you have people saying the stuff we've been saying, right? And they've been calling us conspiracy theorists for it. You have generals saying it now. You have congressmen, RFK saying a lot of the same stuff. Barbara Bush, he was her father supposedly, but have also heard not true. I don't know, I've heard it is true a lot of fucking times. A lot of times. Those toiletry bags are super useful. I have so many, I've lost track of how many I have. Yeah, we've been building a lot of them this week. Lots of them. Alex Jones was, yeah. Show me something Alex Jones was wrong about, right? I'm sure we can find something, but not the big stuff. Not all the big shit that he said. Do we think we're all played like a giant Truman Show? I think that everything your government tells you is a lie. Adrenochrome is a chemical compound produced by the oxidation of adrenaline. It was the subject of limited research from the 50s through the 70s as a potential cause of schizophrenia. While it has no current medical application, the related derivative compound carbazochrome is a hemostatic medication. There we go. Tom Roberts, Risky Krisky is here. Do you think he's wearing a mask right now as he types? These are all day pack side pouches. Just side sustainment pouches that go on the side of the day pack. You can mount them other places as well. We also offer these Velcro backed so you can use them as organization inside your day packs, because all of the day pack is Velcro lined in most of all of the walls. You can also use it in your tool bags and such. U.S. federal government is the enemy of the people and probably the largest terrorist organization. I believe that to be the case. There's some dude on Tim Pool tonight running for president. I don't know who he was. I didn't catch the beginning. I didn't care to go look. I was outside watering the garden while I was listening to it, and that's what he said. He said, the U.S. government is the biggest enemy of the U.S. citizen. Did you hear that the FBI killed another Trump supporter? Early morning raid this morning, 6 a.m. Bullhorns and flashbangs. Broke out windows of the house. Grabbed up his elderly mother. I don't know if she came to the door, but they were using the bullhorn, said, come out with your hands up, unarmed. We're not going away. We're not going anywhere. Apparently, mom came out the door. They grabbed her up, threw her into a black SUV. When she said, what is going on? They said, none of your business. It has not been, there is the media blackout on this. Nobody's reporting this, apparently. They killed him. 100% disabled veteran. What that means, I see people moving around that are 100% disabled medically that you wouldn't know there was anything wrong. So I don't know to what degree he was disabled or what his disability was. Apparently he was the sole provider for his blind brother, who I believe also was at the residence. But they killed him. Risky sent me, this looks amazing. What is the tune of wonder? I don't know what that means. Scary words, I'm from the government. Yeah, that's what Reagan said. Shit is getting wacky, yes. I keep my corded charger and portable charger in my side pouch. Right on. Got an uncle that was deployed with some red cell guys in Desert Storm. Told stories to him about some of the group going to third world countries snatching, you know what, for adrenochrome test. Got it. I was in Lompoc prison, and there said and took him out on a boat and met a submarine, and then they brought him. He ended up back to the United States, and they extradited him to the United States, and he was in prison. I always thought he was full of shit. We were sitting in my garage with some Team 7 guys, and I had ran that past them, and they said, yeah, target of opportunity. It actually happens every now and then, more than you would think that it happens. Nicole, what's up? Living free in Tennessee. Anybody not on Telegram? Telegram's where you're going to find information, uncensored information, and uncensored videos. The problem with Telegram is you have to, I wake up in the morning, people put me in Telegram groups, I wake up in the morning and there's 400 texts there. I have no way to discern what I want to see or not see. So I just don't see any of it. I actually have turned off everything for Telegram for every notification everywhere that I was on. I don't have time for that, guys. People on Telegram are not fucking business people. They do not run fucking businesses. I don't know how you have the ability to sift through that shit. I'm not saying don't use it. I'm saying I have shit that I do. Shared this on my Telegram. Risky. There we go. Right on, guys. You guys see Tucker Carlson on Adam Carolla pod? I did not. He said they will kill Trump and we will be in a war with Russia this time. Scully said that today. Scully said exactly that today. He said that this is all bullshit. They actually want him to be president. They will kill him to spur an uprising and get rid of him, and then they will suspend the Constitution. What is this room of one? We make all this stuff here, buddy. This is a sew shop in Camden, Tennessee. Often accused of having everything made in China. So I go to great lengths to maintain a sew shop and have people sit here all day to pretend to build nylon gear. I mean, we even have gear sent here from China with all the threads on it so that we can really, stick to the fabricated story. We build all this stuff. I started this company 35 years ago, and we build all of this product. My channel that you're watching this on here, YouTube, I have over 4,000 videos here, and I have kind of a daily diary. I have all kinds of different videos and playlists, so you can see what we're really all about. We have made videos for about the last 14 years. I've got 650,000 some on the Facebook page. I've got an Instagram page that grows, and then I've got a TikTok page that's insanely huge. But I really get there's people on TikTok, but really you have to get TikTok people to convert to somewhere else to be of anything other than just, spectators. Don't forget the part that you use tactical possums as employees. Yes, we do. And the guinea hens. The cats pull products and pack boxes. Yes. 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 Anybody get shipping information today? Bueller? Anyone? Let me show you this thing that I got today. Nicole. You shut down your TikTok. Why did you shut down your TikTok? I'm not worried about China watching my shit. Every keystroke you make is logged somewhere. Or was it just because it was taking too much of your time? What is it? It's an exercise bike. It's an exercise bike, but I think that we can rig it up to produce electricity or perhaps run a grain mill or just make some badass 1970s, jazzercise type videos. got order shipped right on. Really good workout. Hey, John and Amanda, I'd like to say thank you. Just got my first order. Dustin, man, thanks for ordering, man. The visor covers are cool. I'm sure you saw that where the Velcro is to put patches and such on both sides is actually one large pocket where you can put documentation, registration. You know, people aren't really going to look there. And then you have elastic running horizontal and vertical. The horizontal is great for pins, pencils, chem lights, electric, you know, signaling chem lights, stuff like that, pepper spray. The other is so that you can put the arms of your sunglasses in there and have them nice and secure when you're going down bumpy roads and stuff, and your like expensive Oakleys or whatever don't get, you know, hit the ground. That's why I put that other elastic there originally. I don't know if you could spin them old bastards fast enough to produce usable electricity. I just figured gear reduction and into alternator. T got his truck back today, right on. Is that exercise bike era 70? I believe it's 60s. I believe it's the 60s. I seem to recall something somewhere on there said. Chicago, Patton, I don't know, we'll have to look it up. It does have some markings. There's some other markings on here as well. Those bikes can make hella noise, yes sir. I've also got like a modern one. You know, an actual aerosol. Rogue makes a very nice one too. 100% you could make that generate. The question is how much. Is the bread from the last SRF still there? Yes, it is. It's finally, you know, it's finally, this is the first I've looked at it. It's finally molded. But the hot dog buns really held out. Like if you were pushed, you could probably eat some of those hot dog buns. Anybody know if RFK has said if he will pardon Assange? No, I haven't heard anybody talk. The real question is, why did Trump not pardon Assange? And the Dread Pirate Scott. Like, Spearco actually had his mother on and interviewed his mother. You should listen to that interview. How much did you pay for it? He wanted 150. I offered him 100. He said 115. But I need it for a video. Like, even if it was 150, we were buying it. Tool Cove, have a good night. He said he would pardon him. He said he would pardon Trump as well. Enriched GMO wheat. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Because it's not real food. What kind of setup on the bike, like a gearing setup with the ultimate? Yes, that's I don't know. I see people discuss it. I know I've seen it in videos. I'm sure somebody can do it. That's not why I bought it though. I've seen guys run that exact type bike with an X. They'll put another sprocket or something on there. Or a pulley system with a belt and run it to Country Living grain mill. I've seen them do that. I've not seen it in person. Line up for lab-grown meat. I bet the U.S. government killed John McAfee. I would expect that they did. Of course. Why? Of course they did. Just like Epstein or any of the rest. Do we even really believe Epstein's dead? Because our food causes liver inflammation, and that results in less digestive enzymes. I wonder sometimes, was Trump the ultimate distraction for the country? Was he what we thought he was? Mr. Gregg, I don't give a shit. Was your life better while he was president? That's the one question I have that nobody ever wants to answer when we have to have this conversation. Was your life? My life was better. My employees' lives were better. Overton, what's up, man? What's the story with giraffes? James, When was the last time you were in a place where you walked in and dude had a giraffe? I'm guessing never. But let's say that you're the dude that walked in and you've been in a building where there was a giraffe. When were you in a building where there were 7 of them? My life was better under Trump. We paid less. People were happy. Yeah, and the shortages and such, yeah. Risky Chrissy was right. These lives are rad because Risky's here. Come on. Gas was under $2 a gallon. Yep. Tried to get another troll on a live stream with me today. Of course, he ghosted. Just when you thought John couldn't get any more based, he mentioned Epstein possibly still. I believe he was. I believe he is alive, right? Do you know there's some YouTube channels that were actually just at Epstein's Island recently? How come? Here's a question for you. How come you can't fly a drone on Maui? Not like, hey, you're not allowed to. Like they're jamming them and they physically will not take off. Like there's a NOTAM on them, right? Like when the president's in the area. Scully's belief is that they are going to bulldoze all of that and there's never going to be any discussion of it. Everybody heard all the Marine Corps got in a shootout with FEMA stories going around? Anybody heard that? I'm done voting, but I may just go right in Colonel Douglas McGregor for president. How about Larry Elders? Why wouldn't he be alive? People don't think that was in his yeah, no shit, exactly. Damn, I've never seen $2 a gallon in a while in the dictatorship of California. Man, Dustin, I don't know what your situation is. I grew up in California. I left California 17, 18 years ago, moved here to the middle of nowhere, Camden, Tennessee. We're kind of like a little island between Memphis and Nashville. And moved here to work with just a couple sewers in a small, like under 1,000 square foot little building. And I moved here just to kind of grow a garden and work with a few employees. And then that lasted a few years. And then I bought this property, which is 10 acres. This building was, when I bought this place, the doors were welded shut. The day I bought this building, when I woke up that morning, I had no intention of buying a building. And the day I bought the building, I didn't know how I was going to buy the building. But when we got it, the doors were welded shut. It was like a cowboy barn in here. And it was an old bar and grill nightclub that had been shut down for 20 some years. And the building was built over 50 or 60 years ago. It's a steel building, 10,000 feet. And we built it up, put a 6,000 foot loft upstairs, put a full motocross track on the property, doubles, triples, really big jumps and stuff. And then over time, we weren't using the motocross track and we just kind of, started doing food production. We've always had like a small garden, but when all the Kufis stuff started and we weren't really sure if it was real or not, we just brought in like a lot of homesteading type stuff, food production, food processing type stuff. And here we are. California refugee. Really hoping that you guys would have bought the Pepsi plant. It was a Coca-Cola plant. When we looked at it initially, it was 60,000 square feet. When we looked at it initially, they told us it was zoned for anything. Come to find out it was not zoned for anything. And come to find out there was a couple of law firms out of Nashville that were trying to buy it, and they were doing some stuff, some rezoning shit. It wasn't in our price range to pay politicians to do what we're going to need to do there. So we just kind of switched gears, refocused, and put energy back here. And good fucking thing that's what we did after all the COVID bullshit. Before it happened. Headed to Napa Valley, Northern Cali, Sacramento, San Francisco this weekend. Now that I have the Presto electric canner, I know why Amanda runs two. And not only do we run two, Nicole, we run them off the same outlet on the same wall. They are so convenient. You don't have to do like a Bluetooth camera to monitor it. You don't have to set time. Like, it does everything. Setup is what you're looking to do in northern. So I always thought I would go to like Williams, Arizona, or high desert, Arizona, because you could still buy for $20,000, you could still get 60 acres of property out there. And I thought, I'll build a 40 by 60 steel building, put a loft upstairs and half of it, put an apartment up there. It dawned on me a couple of years ago that we did exactly that. We just did it here in Tennessee. The problem with Arizona is your water, right? We have water everywhere here. We put a retention pond in the back that holds 3 million gallons. It's 65 feet deep. It's a big hole in the ground, big pond. And then we took all the downspouts off the front of the building, which is the north side, and we dug and piped and trenched them all the way around the building. And then we took all the downspouts from the south side, which is perfect for solar, and we took all those downspouts and we individually trenched them, and they terminate in the pond. So all of the water, when it rains, comes off of this 10,000 square foot roof and goes into that pond. Plug some chest rigs, you're looking to buy one. I'm not a good salesman, guys. There's a lot of product we make that you'll never even see. It just goes onto the website. We have a text app. If you join it, you're gonna get a text every day. We have an email list. You're gonna get an email Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All the new stuff that we haven't run in a long time when guys ask for it, that typically releases Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then if it's still around and you're only on the email list, you might find out about it. Chest rigs right now, these are AK M4 micros. I've got Woodland or Multicam Black. These carry 2 M4 mags or 2 AKs per pocket. This utility pocket will hold 4 more, so if you're running 30 round P mags, you can put 8 in this. But more importantly, you can put our pull-out med trays. You can actually put 2 of them in there and organize a lot of med. You could put 2 M4 mags and a med tray. You could put 2 full-size smokes. You could more than put a box of shot shells in there, or just utility. And I like this rig. It's not gunfighter, but it will do gunfighter. But I can put it on when I'm out on the property of the four-wheeler and have a pair of, clippers for pruning, a bottle of water, some utility stuff in there, and still use it. This is our stacked micro rig. It's faster. It's also the smallest footprint rig we make at 11 inches across. It also holds 4 M4 or AK mags, but in individual slots. So you have Velcro retention in here, front and back, and you're going to take a Velcro dot, adhesive Velcro dot, and put it on one side of your mag. If you put it on both, you won't get the magazine out. That's why it has Velcro both sides. So no matter which way you index your mags, it still works. You also have bungee. You can remove the bungee and run Velcro, or not use the Velcro and just run bungee. It's got a dedicated compact tear-off med pouch for GSW. This is a bigger rig, more of our warfighter rig line, and this holds 8 mags, same type of mags, but 8. And then you've got 4 columns of pals on both sides. So you can put full-size med pouches on here. You can put larger sustainment pouches. You can put smokes. You can run dual comms with this. So if you have air assets and then you're talking to the battlefield, whatever you're doing. We make a lot of rigs that are not here. This is a shotgun rig right here. This rips down, and then this rips out and falls into position. That's a shotgun rig. We make a bigger version of this as well. Subgun micro holds 4. Those will hold up to the MPX mags. We've got it in Multicam and Coyote. I've also got the AK-M4 micros in Coyote. We do make a dedicated left-hand rig, and we have several options for left-handers. That's what I've got for rigs right now. They sell out super fast. We just built these yesterday, and we had, I think there was 24 of these that finished up like Monday, I think. We just did day packs today in Woodland. Our day packs are all Velcro lined, and all of our bags for the most part are Velcro lined. And what that's for is we build most of our products around these pockets. This is a small Velcro backed mesh pocket. This is a large. And any place you can put 2 smalls, you can put 1 large. You're not getting a good idea here. They're velcroed together. So on that wall inside that day pack, you can put 1 above the other, large, or you can put 4 small, 2 above each other. So 2 and 2. And then you can organize all your stuff. And then we've got all kinds of Velcro cards as well. And we make like a Velcro pistol card from a single magazine up to a 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 mags. Rifle cards, we do doubles up to quads, and then Velcro adjustable holsters. Not the best holster, but it will hold anything that you want to put at, and you can index it at any angle. And these originally came, the seals, 1, 3, 5, and 7 all got issued some bags back in the day. They were called the M9 bags. And they were made by, well, like SSI made them, but Eagle really made most of them. But they didn't care for the organization. So they had taken all that out, came in, and what they wanted for each of those bags was 2 of the large, 4 of the small. And the large bags hold 2 1,000 milliliter IV bags per set. And then they bought hundreds of each of these, and we just kind of stayed with that pattern set, and then we built several bags around these mesh pockets. Our tool bags, both our small and our large tool bag, also hold these. So, for instance, the large tool bag, you can put a large and 1 small on both walls inside, or you can put 3 smalls and 3 smalls, or any combination of such. The mesh pouch Coyote, yeah, there's some, we just built them. They just got built yesterday. We just did some more Arids also. And I've got multicam blacks up there. If you're gonna tell me, oh my God, I have an open order, yeah, we know. We know. Your order's probably waiting on something else. Did you make more money dealing with the SEAL? No, you don't make any money dealing with the military. I mean, you do a little bit, but you have to have massive volume capacity, and we don't have it here in Tennessee. In San Diego, we were running 18 sewing machines, and we were running 3 shifts a day. So after 8 hours, those people would get up another shift. We were literally running 24 hours a day. Every day we had techs bringing in fixed machines and we were wearing the machines out. But we were in San Diego. You need to line your bags right, they'll totally do it. The AK-M4 micro rig is very reasonably, yeah, it's all underpriced. I need to go through and raise all of our prices. All of our materials have almost doubled in price over the last 2 years. Every day we go to order something from a company we've done business with for 30 years. There's 5 of them, 5 of these companies. Every week we order something. We have ordered every month for the last 30 years, and they don't have something. Every time we order thread, the thread goes up 10% almost every single month. When I buy materials, when I buy rolls of Cordura, they tell me the price when I give them the order. It's almost like a commodity. It's like buying steel. It always fluctuates, but it never goes down. I would never mention waiting for an open order. This is not no worries, dude. PayPal got fired. Yeah, PayPal has over 20 grand of money right now locked up of mine. Like we uncoupled PayPal from the website. So there is no PayPal button. If you want to use PayPal to pay us, you need to use your PayPal debit card so that it goes through one of our card processing providers. Oh yeah, lawn fertilizer. Guys, I just went and bought chickens from Tractor Supply yesterday. They're $6.50 a bird. $6.50 for a chicken, for a baby chicken. You will not lose business. No, Angel, we won't lose business. Don't tell people you're raising your prices if you raise your price. Just raise your price. You don't have to tell them. When you see people go, hey, better buy this right now because we're raising our prices next month, all I hear is, you need an influx of business so that you can make payroll. That's all I hear. I hear that you are short on available cash. Bet you guys made a solid deal with credit card processing. Don't let these folks charge you for PCI compliant shit. Man, you got all kinds of bullshit coming down the road. So we've done business with PayPal for near 20 years. This is the PayPal account that I started over 20 years ago. We run over $1 million through PayPal every year. Last month, PayPal did some weird stuff, and they're like, you've had so much money come in, we're going to freeze up any more money until the first of the month. And then they held all the money that came in after that amount, which the amount was $48,000. After $48,000, money can still come in, but we're going to hold it for 30 days. Then when we recorded, that was almost 2 months ago. And then they did it again this month. So at like a week and a half into the month, they froze the account. I could still use the money that was in the account. More money kept coming in, and they're holding it for 30 days. And then last Wednesday, after doing the podcast, I come in here and I have a bunch of emails saying that credit cards authorizations were run on my debit card and they declined. I'm like, this is weird. Okay, somebody probably got a hold of one of the debit cards numbers and they're trying to run some charges. Amanda spent 2 hours talking to PayPal on the phone. Finally, they told her there is a bunch of new federal regulations and we need all of these documents. They needed 10 different documents. I don't even have some of them. Amanda talked to the accountant the next day, and we're not even sure what one of the documents is. I'm just to the point where I am done. Now, at the same time that this happened, my friend Richard had listed something up on for sale, and I said, hey, I'll buy that. When I went to pay him, I was unable to pay him when I went to send the money. And he said that, yeah, that's weird. He said, when I went to ship this, because he shipped it before he even got, when I said I wanted it, he went to ship it. He went to pay UPS and his PayPal debit card also declined. Having this conversation, I've had dozens of people say, yes, I have some weird shit going on with PayPal also. I believe that this is just about compliance. This is going to be some more stuff, like we are somehow cataloged as a gun company somehow, like when they did the SIC codes, the 3-digit codes where they broke up sporting goods, and now they have gun businesses and ammunition. I feel that we are probably classified in that somehow. Feel so bad for people who use PayPal. It's like 1.4 on debit transactions when every Visa debit is 1 point. Dude, I don't give a shit about 2.2. I don't care. Cost of doing business. Like, we always have those conversations, but that's just a cost. It goes into your cost of doing business. Comes out, you just deduct it from your taxes. Like you're not going to ever walk in here and go, hey bro, I can save you 2 points on your credit card processing. It's about, like, I have bank accounts. I use the bank accounts. Every time my PayPal card is used, I get a notification across my phone. I can log in 24 hours a day. When I shop on websites, I don't usually have my wallet sitting next to my nightstand. So when I'm in bed at midnight and I'm cruising the internet and I want to buy something and I click on the payment gate and they don't have a PayPal link, I usually don't buy it. I just usually don't buy it. I go someplace and buy it where I can just use PayPal. I use PayPal as a bank. It's uncoupled from a bank account. I never transferred the money from PayPal to a bank. There was never a bank linked to it. And I've used it for the last 20 years. Yeah, we pay a fucking ton of taxes. Steel prices are down to pre-COVID. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's the convenience, man. That's exactly what it is. It's convenience. Gave people debit card processing at 5 cents per debit transaction. Doesn't matter if it's 10 grand or not. So you're selling credit card processing. What is Drux Films? Are you do video stuff, or what do you do? Wasn't trying to sell you, just saying debit transactions should never be more than 5 cents. Shit, I went someplace today when I bought that exercise bike. All these businesses are charging 3.5% to run a debit or credit card. Everybody wants cash. Have you seen all this stuff going around where people are going to stores and pay in with old 20s, and a lot of businesses won't take them. Find myself using Venmo and Cash App. So I have Cash App. But when I use Cash App, I was using my PayPal debit card. It was coming out of PayPal. I just use it as a completely separate bank account. PayPal had my account, ransom. Yeah, I got over 20 grand in there right now. Locked up, frozen. Serious question, just wondering if any of that stuff is made in the USA or if it's all been outsourced due to policies like NAFTA. Who are we talking about, True Wild? Are we talking about this stuff here? Is this what we're talking about? Oh, every bit of it made in fucking China. Little China man, little small hands. The only thing I won't take is a check. No, why would you take a check now? Like, even a check doesn't have a float anymore. Who in the world uses checks? In the last 20 years, I've done like 3 or 4 checks. Like when you buy a building from, you use a mortgage, they want a check. Even then, I don't want to write a check. I usually just go get a cashier's check. $1.75. So I bought them through Tractor Supply, and they are Maranas, and I don't even remember. I want 100 more. Every year I want to add 100 chicks. So I went last week, and they only had, I don't know, 10, 15. So I went last night, and I think I picked up 60 last night. I still need a few more. And I thought Tractor Supply always got their birds on Tuesday. They used to. He said they're getting their birds on like Thursdays or Fridays now. And he said they'll get some more to like Thursday. They expect some more. And he said that'll be the last shipment they bring in this year. So I'll go buy another probably 40. Most places in town will only take checks or cash, huh? You're losing a lot of money. If you're not able to take money how your customer wants to give it to you. Like, I don't have Venmo, but I do have Cash App. Process 100 checks a month. Why can't they just Zelle me? Working on closing on land, and they want to auto draw it from the bank account. They're asking for cancel check to sign up. I don't have to. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Checking is good for running a business. I find it an inconvenience for personal use. Yeah, but I don't run 30 days net or anything. Everything we buy is paid. I want them to run the card when they ship the product or before. Like, everything that's in here, I don't owe money on anything that's in here. Everything has already been paid for. Most of your customers still pay with a check. So basically, war with China, hypothetical over Taiwan economy. Now we're gonna let Taiwan go. You watch. We're gonna completely fuck Taiwan. All those deals we made with Taiwan, we're gonna let them out to hang. Digital banking is so big, and yeah. You're going to get to a point where you don't have it. That's why they want to do away with cash. That's why they want to do away with cash. You can take all the cash you want. Your bank won't take it. Watch. It's coming. How old is the antique cabinet that you bought at the antique store? Near as we can tell, 1920s. I found some of them on a couple of list groups. There's a sale place called First Dibs. And I found them on there for between $7,000 and $16,000. I paid $450 for it. I found quite a bit on Pinterest. I did find the company. It's in England, and it's like a travel trunk. It's beautiful. It's mahogany. And no business will boycott China like they did Russia if China takes over Taiwan. Nope. Mash that like on the way out, Alan V. Digital's too easy for them to track. That's exactly what it's about. It's so that when you give your nephew $50 for mowing the lawn, they can steal part of it. But I believe it's way beyond that. It's not just about taxes. It's about being able to turn your life off. Cool to think that that thing had come across the Atlantic on a boat. Yep. They are closing accounts of precious metal dealers. They're doing a bunch of it. So I talked about this last night. There's a dude talking about his bank sent him a certified letter saying he had 30 days to make other arrangements. And he said in talking about this, several people had been at a coin show, gold jewelry and coin show, and dozens of them got the same notifications. They are shutting down their ability to do banking. The powers that be do not want you to be able to buy precious metals. I run an arcade bar in Linwood, Washington, 90% cash. Usually take about $8,000 to $9,000 a week. Yeah, I know a guy that owns a car wash, and when I walked in his steel building, he had hundreds of buckets of quarters. Now he takes those quarters and puts them back in his change machines. And to get quarters, people can go there with quarters and use the quarters, but typically people come there with 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s and buy the quarters, so it's all cash business. It's all cash. Parked in a 90-minute spot with a credit card only meter. 90 minutes later, I went out to add time, and the meter refused my card. I had to move the card. Wow. And they can put limits on income and spending. Yes. China's central bank digital currency, your money expires. You will not be able to build generational wealth. And that, I believe that's part of the plan. I've heard those discussions. Just if you want to see what's going on, they put it right out there for you. People just are lazy and don't watch it, right? The World Economic Forum. Does everybody on here know what Event 201 was? In October of 2018, Event 201. They war-gamed the 19, right? They war-gamed it and then executed it as though they planned it. Are you aware that they just did another Event 201? This one's going to target children. And the biggest time spent in this one was how do we control misinformation on social media? Do you know YouTube just came out last week and has this whole new guidelines of how they're going to control what you're allowed to say during the next outbreak? Are you aware of that? And what they have said is they will remove your page, they will add strikes, they will remove your page if you say anything that questions, goes against the World Health Organization, or if you try to dissuade people from taking the new thing. And if you want to see this for yourself, go on YouTube, type in new Event 201. Do you know what comes up? The World Health Organization, the Davos guys, the World Economic Forum comes up. It's their own video. They put their own video up. Catastrophic contagion. If a new thing ain't weed, you're not taking. Get guns and ammo right now. Yeah, they're shutting it off, man. You will not be able to buy it with digital, and if places don't take cash, that's an issue. Underground Railroad, yes, you do. How exactly do they know another? Because they made it. They already hear. That's the truth about all. Yep, all of this is in place, guys. Have you seen all the videos of the people paying at the Amazon stores and Whole Foods with their palm prints? You want to hear some crazy shit? Listen to General Flynn on Valuetainment today. You know what he just said? He said, if you have another election like this one, you will not have a United States. That thing every day at Whole Foods. Are we talking about UN Agenda 21? No, it's beyond. Some of it is 2030, right? Do you remember when they made fun of Alex Jones and Agenda 21's not real? Remember all that? Every single thing in 21 came to be. They just changed the names of it so it sounds, wholesome. City planning. It's accelerating. It's the great acceleration, yes. Do you notice they don't say Democratic Republic? We have to save the democratic. They say democracy. Yeah, democracy is not what most Americans think it is. You're going to have something akin to the USSR. Yep, 15-minute cities. A lot of places burning down are on those 15-minute city plans. Does, as crazy as it sounds, has everybody seen all the blue trash cans and the blue Tommy Bahama umbrellas and shit right next to melted cars in Hawaii? Anybody seen that? Do you know they're putting up that barrier fence so that you can't see anywhere into Maui? Do you know that you can't fly a drone there? They literally won't take off. Are you aware of this? What would they give a shit if you're flying over an area that's completely already scorched and burnt down? You want to take a guess what they're about to do? Did you see the interview with McGregor on Tucker Carlson show? I have not. Are we talking about Conor McGregor? Finance and Maneuver went to Maui and had not problems using their drones. So check out Hawaii Real Estate. Check out his channel. He's reporting every day. He's actually there. There's people giving out food. Law enforcement rolls up, says you got to shut this down. We don't know why, but the powers that be told us you can't be doing this. Have you seen any of this footage coming out of there? Any of the videos coming out of there? San Diego is where I came from. Guy just got arrested going back to his burnt down house. Yep. That fire was crazy as hell. Did they ever really put it out? There's 15-minute city in San Diego at one of the colleges. Yes, they're coming in everywhere, man. They're excavating demons. They're going to bulldoze all that shit, and then there's not going to be any question of it. Did you ever hear anything more about the Las Vegas shooting? No, you didn't. You didn't hear an explanation. You didn't hear shit. Does everybody on here, everybody right now, all 105 of you, are you aware that the dude that was in charge in the Las Vegas shooting, the law enforcement officer in charge there, are you aware that he was the chief of police there in Hawaii? The same dude in Maui. Are you aware of this? Guy on Tucker's show was Colonel Douglas McGregor. Talked about the big decline and state of readiness. Yes. Yes. And while we're talking about that, you should listen to the General Flynn one also. Chief of police in Hawaii is the same dude from Vegas. That's what I'm saying. Dude, I live in Escondido. The closest thing might be near CSUSM. I spent time in Escondido. We used to run up the 76, the 78. Lived in Lakeside on Winter Gardens out there for a while. Grew up in Tierra Santa. My shop was on Oceanside on Coast Highway. We used to run from Oceanside through Escondido, all that area, Vista and everything. They call the right conservative Nazis and accelerationists. They target whatever they're going to do. They accuse you of. Did you just see the racist white shooter that just took place? You saw the guy they're saying walked in and shot some black people. She killed 3 black people in a convenience store, calling him a Nazi. You know he was Asian. Are we all on the same page here? The Asian dude whose family was, never Trumpers, crazy Trump haters, the whole family. Who in the United States perpetrates the most violence on Asian folks? Said he was white, passing, or something like that. Yep. Hawaii would be a Chinese military base. Oh, maybe. Scully believes that China actually started the fires. China burnt down Hawaii. The shooter in North Carolina the other day studied in Wuhan. Oh, interesting. Yeah, apparently that dude had a degree and fucking, well educated. They're saying there's a manifesto, I guess. What the fuck is manifesto? Does that mean he left a suicide note? Remember the Unabomber manifesto? That was actually like a manifesto. It's a land grab. Private contractor, we do welding, building repairs, commercial. Yeah, that's right. Alex Jones. Give me something, Alex Jones, okay? Give me, what was Alex Jones not right about? Because all the shit they made a big deal about, it all was right. You have congressmen even saying it now. Alex has always been right. Yep. And you notice he's back. You couldn't even load anything with Alex Jones. Now all of a sudden he's all over YouTube again. Jimmy's Adventure. What's that? Why was the West fighting proxy war against Russia, largest Christian nation? Yes. Yeah, anybody that didn't hear General Flynn on Valuetainment this morning, very interesting. You should go listen to that conversation. Yeah, with Crowder. Yes, he has. Can someone please teach me how to properly on a phone, iPhone? Other than Sandy Hook. I'm not so sure. Here's the problem with the Sandy Hook thing. A ton of those fucking parents are crisis actors. You had parents that lost people in Sandy Hook that showed up at other shootings. Why has nobody fucking discussed that? On all those videos showing all the same crisis actors at all these different mass shootings, all those videos were removed. I watched a ton of those videos. So there's some iPhone problems, guys. Like when you go to join my membership, you can't join my membership here on YouTube with your iPhone. YouTube told iPhone they wanted access to something. Apple said, no, we're not going to do that. So for instance, to join the membership with an Apple product, you have to use a laptop computer. You have to use a computer. You can't do it with the phone through the app. So that might be why you also can't at. Matt Bracken on pulling. I'd love to have Matt on. We've read all of his books. Aguera, Fairfowl, he's got some products. We've spoken before. And I know he's done a bunch of videos with Matt Bracken. Enemies, foreign and domestic. Foreign enemies and domestic enemies. Did it for all apples. Apple wanted 30%. There we go. Northern Alabama got a farm, Etowah County, about 15 minutes from BAM. Everybody with stars next to their name are members of this channel at some level, yes. So if you're new here, we do a podcast. It's called Pulling the Thread. It is behind a paywall. At the $10 membership level, we record once a week. They are between 2 and 3 hours, and they come out as current events. They come out to the public for free about 90 days later, not as current events. We have a Patreon. You ask questions on Patreon. We answer those questions and build videos around those. Patreon is $5. and we do giveaways on the product that I build during the full build sewing videos. I do a sewing video every week showing how to build my product. Some dudes will be like, oh yeah, I could do that. Most people will be like, I definitely don't have time to learn this. I'll just buy the product. So those are there. And I talk about a lot of things through business and things I've learned over the last 35 years. And we give those away to a Patreon member. And that's $5. And it's different. It's a little different content. New people who had PD scanners in Vegas at the time overheard reports of multiple separate. I can tell you there was an assassination attempt at a hotel right next to that one, and they tried to assassinate a Saudi prince simultaneously at the exact same time. If this is the first you've heard of this, check it out. Just look it up. You could probably just type in Las Vegas assassination attempt into YouTube, and you will probably find plenty of videos talking about timelines. And you can also hear it through cameras that had sound and dispatch in different places. First you've heard. There we go. Got my membership last night. Well, thank you for joining, man. That's because it was a 240. I've used 240 in my career. Yep, that's what it sounds like, right? Machine gunner, 10 years. Pace was off for FA on any system. Favorite John Biz lesson is it's okay to fire customers. When you have problematic customers, if you were wrong, take care of it, right? But if you just have a customer being an asshole, several things happen. When you fire him, he is now enraged. You can even poke him and prod him a little bit. And what he'll do is he's going to try to do everything he can to harm you and damage your business. And what that means is he's going to spend all of his free time out on the internet talking about you. Now, I've been around a long time. So when a dude pops up all over the internet talking about me, I don't ever have to go fight that fight. My customers, who have been customers for decades, they go, hey, did John fire you? What did you do? Why is this happening? Because I buy stuff from John all the time, and I don't have these problems. These are clearly a you problem. You don't ever see a dude at the car dealership out there holding a sign. It's like, man, this dealership is awesome. You only see the dude out there holding the sign who is pissed off. This guy works for you. Now, he still wants your product. When you fire him and refund his customer, he will usually have his wife order it under her email address or such. Or he will go to your competitors, and your competitors are of the mind typically that the customer is always right. So every time this guy orders, and he orders this, but puts in notes that he wants you to put them sideways or some bullshit, a lot of companies will try to do that. And while your competitors are busy taking care of his bullshit, you are picking up all the easy customers they're missing because they're dealing with the problematic customers. I have several videos talking about this. Super Business Savvy and Scully is funny as hell. And then, as a member, we do a question and answer every Friday. Amanda and I record for 90 minutes to 2 hours. And you guys type out your questions, and it can be relationship, it can be business, it can be homesteading, it can be whatever you want to ask, anything. And we do our best to answer that, and we build content around that. Machine gunner, and it was a 240, carrying thousands of pounds of equipment up 40 flights of stairs and is lightweight. Come on, people. He carried 50 rifle cases in there. 50 is what I had heard. 50 cases. Oh, there's always dudes that talk shit about Amanda, buddy. You don't see it. There's a dude that comes on here constantly, says the same thing, and we ban him, and he comes back, and he comes back, and he comes back. Always. Almost, I'll bet you he posts once a day. Almost like a crazy ex-girlfriend. "50 cases. I struggle with your 3-in-1 trip." multiple attackers, which, yeah, that's more likely. All that shit was planted there after the fact. Where's all the camera footage? How come every time one of these things happens, where's all the other angles? Those casinos have thousands of cameras in them. You can't fart in that casino and they don't know it. That's right. Nobody puts baby in the corner. How's Barrett doing? I don't have a clue how Barrett's doing. I thought he changed his name. Sound like a 240. No one puts baby in the. That's right. Where's the Tranifesto? That's a good question. Why did they not? Because the feds got to it. Because it doesn't meet the narrative. I think what you're going to find is she actually had a relationship with the dean of that school. Her intention was to hit another school that was a harder target. There's a lot around that. I thought I saw a man. There it is. They will talk about you, your family, your business, your kids, your wife. Yep. We've had them threaten to kidnap our kids. We've had them threaten to rape our kids, threaten to kill our kids. I mean, you name it. They are insane when they are typing up on that keyboard. I saw Josh in here too when I was scrolling through. Where's that comment at? And somehow, I had friends that worked at New York. They hear gunshots outside the casino and posted on social media to be careful. Casino management told everyone to take down the next day. Carrying thousands of pounds. Yep. To law enforcement watching, stop protecting the evil ones, just walk away. Yeah. Think about that, right? Most people who defend themselves and then get in trouble afterwards is because when they defended themselves, they filed a police report. Also, urban search and rescue technician, and there is no way he removed those windows in Vegas. No, absolutely. They are anti-suicide windows. Double painting. Yeah, police are not your friends. Why are you being so standoffish? We're just having a polite conversation. No, you're trying to build reasonable, articulated suspicion. You're going to ask questions so that you can then say that I contradicted the information I said previously, or you're going to try to get information. That's why they want to separate you and your passenger. Installed commercial windows in high rise. I second that. Yeah. Brother-in-law recently became a cop. Any advice? Remember, he's a cop. Treat him politely. Answer, like, if I get stopped, I just give them my license and registration. Where are you going? We don't need to have a conversation. I'm literally to the point where I'm just like, I don't answer questions. I haven't done it, but that's the deal. Hey, if you're going to write me a ticket, please write me a ticket. I have things to do, as I'm sure you do as well. Don't you have more people to tax and, road pirate? Yeah, don't talk to cherries and berries. Every attorney will tell their clients, if they could give them one piece of information, it's keep your fucking mouth shut. Dan Bilzerian filmed the cops hiding outside the concert. Excalibur Hotel had phones jammed. Several witnesses who countered the narrative died. Yeah, that's true. There are a bunch of missing bodies, aren't there? Don't sass me, boy. Just be polite, man. Be polite, be professional. Little information as possible. Only the information germane, right? Where are you heading? Home, down this road. Whatever the truth is, just tell them. I mean, unless you're going to buy crack, don't tell them that. But here's my license, here's my registration. Remember the lady who ran around before the attack saying, yep, I do remember that. Yep. Name, rank, serial number. You can tell them it's none of their business. You absolutely can. But you're going to accelerate that encounter. You're going to take that encounter. They're going to drag it out. Yeah, you totally could, right? But you might be on the side of the road for an hour or two. Cognitive dissonance with a lot of that. Half the time, I can't tell if they're trolling, leading, or being dead serious. Yeah, road pirates. You guys should watch some, Here's the Deal. Check out Here's the Deal channel. That's a cool channel. Check out Here's the Deal. Just watch a few videos. Not because you need to do those things. Just be aware of how they are happening. Where are you coming from? That way. Don't forget about the Maui police chief is also being the corner. Oh yeah, the Maui police chief is the corner. That's kind of weird, right? Maui, with the money and the tax base Maui has, why don't they have a coroner? Do I watch James Freeman? I don't know if I do or not. The name sounds familiar. What kind of paracord is best? I mean, just buy an actual, just look up 550 cord. You want something that's, 7 strand or 5 strand. What are you really doing with it, right? Are you making zipper pulls? Are you using it just to, put into gear that you're doing? Or are you actually using it for canopy suspension line, right? They try to keep you longer than necessary. Just hit them with Enri party. Yeah, I can't remember. Dude, I can't remember fucking birthdays, much less penal codes and law code. That's how you get away with open murder. The police chief investigates the bodies he saw. Yep, that's exactly the point. Commercial grade, type 3, 7 strand, 550. There you go. $2,000 to $3,000 for acre, but you can find it much cheaper. Have friend bought 30 for $1,200 an acre. What state's that in, Chase? Secret Service on those Epstein Island flights too. Secret Service, yep. Obama and Big Mike. I mean, all of them. Alabama. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here. I'll stand here another hour and talk. This is why I don't talk on the phone, because I'll pick up the phone and then I walk around, and before you know it, an hour's gone by. I literally don't talk on the phone. Message me, PM me, email me, few words as possible. Ask the question, give me the pertinent information to give you the correct answer. What are you doing this weekend? I don't know, but definitely not what you have to ask me to do. Otherwise, you'd be like, hey, I'm going to this cool place. You want to go? If it starts out with what are you doing, it's definitely some shit I don't want to do. Kansas, big thing recently being sheriff department, local newspaper, rated 90-something-year-old lady owner of a newspaper. I heard all about it. True wild. Here's the Deal. Check out the Here's the Deal channel. There's another dude, a First Amendment lawyer, and he breaks it down really well too. I can't remember his channel. Really good channel. First Amendment retaliation. So you're not coming to the foot? No, I'm definitely never coming to a ball sport game. Nothing with a football bat. What's that soccer ball? Is that the orange one you bounce up and down? I'm not coming to none of that shit. We need to walk with a mini. Yeah, you actually do. You need to have the ability, right? And they will take your phone and try to delete that shit, right? There are little cameras you can get that you put in your pocket, and they also have them to where they can't be erased, so they can't just erase them. Really could have used Amanda's advice on parenting the other day. She needs a hotline, $3 for the first minute, 99. Amanda's time is worth more than that. It costs more. It costs me more to have Amanda do things like that. Apple phone's really good at encryption. Yeah, you need something that'll dump to the cloud too. Look how many times law enforcement has deleted footage, and the only reason it was there is because it was backed up to the cloud. Make sure your phone has an actual pin pad code, not face. Yep. Civil rights lawyer, that's him. Great channel, guy. Great channel. I've met a lot of people in small government. Never heard of a large municipality having a coroner that was in any way in law enforcement, much less local jurisdiction. So I had a friend here, and he was on the rescue squad. He was the mayor of Camden here, and he was the coroner. But not a police officer, you know, not law enforcement. All right, guys, I'm really off of here. If you're new here, this YouTube channel that you're watching this from, I've got a ton of videos on there. If you watch one or two and you don't like it, I promise you can find something you do like. So check them out and get to know us. Like, we don't edit videos, we don't delete stuff. Like, that's really, like, if you watch a dozen of my videos and walk in here, you're not going to be like, oh, that dude's not like them videos. Like, we are just like the videos. We don't stage anything. There's not a script. We are what we are, and that's just, I'm to the point at 52 that I just do what I want to do. And we have something called Self-Reliance Festival here. You can check it out at selfreliancefestival.com. And there is a YouTube, there's a YouTube, there's shorts up on YouTube, there's an active Instagram, and there is a TikTok page for that. But we will have 1,000 people here talking about freedom and how to live without the systems and the overreach, and how to just do what you want to do and what's right for your family. And we have people come from all over the world. And October 14th and 15th, we have a 2-day radio class prior to that. We have a 2-day patrolling class right at the back end of that. We have a poultry processing class. You want to grow live meat and turn chickens into meat, right? We have that going on. Joel Salatin's going to be here. We have speakers coming in from around the world for you guys. Come in, hang out with us, get to know us. You can camp on the property here. I think you need a VIP ticket to get in early, but check it out. All that information is at selfreliancefestival.com. Families from Johnson City, right on. AK-M4 Micro support 2 30-round PMags for 7.62 by 39. The AK-M4 Micro will hold 2 AK mags per pocket or 2 5.56 mags per pocket. Does that answer your question? Looks like we have some. We do. I also have a museum upstairs, which is more just like antiques and oddities and curiosities. What state? We're in Camden. Tennessee, between Memphis and Nashville. 5.45 AK-70, both. Come on, AK-47, man. As a byproduct, it will also hold the other ones. It'll hold them. You're making this way more difficult than it needs to be. These right here, these lids Velcro in here and adjust up and down. So you can actually make this lid higher if you need to. More important than me telling you this, just go on YouTube and type in SOE micro rig, right? Watch some videos that other people put up that are not mine. But if you go to my website, we have really good videos there. So if you go to the AK-M4 micro page, there's probably 2 or 3 embedded videos there that we spent a lot of time and money building those videos. But more important than those, and the pretty pictures and the really good B-roll, good lighting and everything, watch what other people say, right? Check out what other guys are saying about them. Seems like we're putting out a decent, man. We've been doing it 35 years. I think at 35 years you have to be. And again, I can stand here as the dude that started. You know, I sew every day. These designs, I made all of these. I didn't sew all of these. I did all the designs, made all the patterns, all the math, built all of the first ones. I've sewed hundreds of these. We make thousands of them. But more importantly than me, the guy that owns the company standing here telling you how good it is, go out on YouTube and just type in whatever product, just type in special operation. You'll find people that don't like me. But what you'll hear is, yep, they make the best. That dude's an asshole, but they make the best stuff. But everything we make sells out. Like, you need to get on our text app. We are not easy to do business with. My bottleneck is I have 52 sewing machines. I've never seen 20 of them run in this town ever. We build 24 of this, and 24 of that, and 24 of that. This is what's left. These finished yesterday. That's all we got left right there. That's all there is. Hit it, quit it, on to the next thing. See you guys tomorrow.